So I'm not no monk. And here I am saying a lot of what I just said that you can control your thoughts, right? But the reality is that when you immediately say you can't, you won't, you never will. Mm-hmm. And the reality is too, is when you're focusing on anxieties, you're focusing on the effect. That's what you're doing. You're focusing on the effect of something that you were actually the cause of. And because you place that blame upon something that's outside of yourself, you have no control over it. But when not even to say to blame yourself, but to take ownership of it, what does that do? That gives you control. That gives you control. And it does. And this seems like, people are hearing this and like, wow, that seems kind of straightforward, but it is. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. But what the challenging element it is to understand that the results that that we all expect within society today need to happen tomorrow or right away. But when you don't give it a timetable of when you actually are going to have the full realization of what you expect, which is you controlling your thoughts and you not allowing these things to bother you, and you not reacting in ways in which it's not serving you. How you react is how you react to things, conditions, people, circumstances is your karma. And and vice versa, like how people treat you is their karma. So but if you're that person, they're reacting to you. So that in and of itself constitutes the fact that you are in control of your own karma and what comes back to you. But the problem is that when we focus on anxieties and we focus on all of these conditions that we feel that we can't control, those are the effects. They're not the cause. The cause is you, and the cause is something that you gave energy to in the beginning that then becomes something that comes back to you only when you understand it in that way. And only when you continue to reflect on things to help you come to a place in which you understand that more consistently. And when you understand that more consistently, you start to follow the dots and see things and you're like, wow, I really did give that thing so much energy and so much negative energy or so much positive energy. And look at how that came back to me. But when you put blame on something else, or you putting blame is giving power to something else, then that has all the power and you have no control. And then you're helpless. You're helpless. But that's the easy thing to do. The challenge, and it's not even hard to take ownership. It is hard in the beginning because it's not a thing that, if it's not a thing that you're used to doing, it's a complete shift of your own application of your accepted truths in your life. But when you flip it, you start gaining, you naturally have all the control and all the power coming back to you. Whereas you used to blame other things that used to make you feel good, but that would always have them resurface because you gave that power to something else. Now you're taking ownership. You have control now, and you can't give it that energy, and then it can't come back to you. And then over time, it gets better and better and better. And then you're in a place in which you gain momentum. And because you gain momentum, you're in that place in which you have that. And then, as I expressed in the beginning of the show, sometimes you fall back in, but then you have the awareness to be able to say, whoa, what's going on? This isn't me. You can correct that, and you can come to a place in which you're in a better position that is then serving you in your life, and you're using the experiences instead of you allowing the experiences to use you. Wow.